Hi, this is Dean from Dean's Cards. I'm going to show you a collection today we just got in. It's 1962 Topps Civil War News. Somebody had sent us a collection of about 8 complete sets with a bunch of leftover cards. So without further ado, here's the 1962 Topps Civil War News. Okay, these cards came in from one seller, and there's 8 complete sets. Some of them are very nice, and it came with 2 of the complete currency sets. The currency was an insert to the cards, and I think the way it would work is you get 5 cards, a stick of gum, and a Civil War era currency. So let's take a look at these cards. I really enjoy getting these sets in. This is an 88 card set. The 88th card is the checklist. And as you go through, it's in sequential order. Like the first card here is about John Brown and Harper's Ferry, and that's card number 1 in the set. So it's kind of condition sensitive. It's kind of hard to find. Jefferson Davis is actually a superstar in the set. General Lee and General Grant. Other than that, the other cards are considered commons. So you just kind of go through the set here, and it's in sequential battlefield order. So you kind of go as the battles progressed. You can see these are very graphic cards. They're kind of, these came out in '62. They're kind of a piggyback off what happened with the Horror of War set in the '30s. You can see the graphic nature of these cards, very bloody. For that reason, they were very popular with the younger kids, especially the younger boys, and not so popular with the parents. They felt that there was a little bit too graphic. What's interesting, just to see how times changed from Horrors of War, they actually are, not as bad as the Horror of War cards. Here you see a savage attack. But the times had changed, and I think people were a little bit more sensitive to the violence. The problem with the Civil War, is here you have Americans fighting Americans, so it was kind of a touchy issue. They show the blood and the gore, but they can't really victimize, the Confederates or the Union or whomever, because we're all Americans again. So you don't see some of the things that you see in maybe the Horror of War, where they really picked on our enemies, Germany and Japan. But you can kind of see the graphics here, and it's actually a very popular set. Death to the Enemy. On the back of the cards, give you a look at this. It was almost like a headline here, and it would tell a little bit about the battles. So, okay. Here's the balloon. I really like this because I'm a Civil War fan myself. And that's Port Republic. So it tells the battle and tells the date. And it's actually a pretty cool set, because here you go, you're teaching kids American history. I mean, you just don't see that as much anymore, because here's some guys being crushed by the wheels. That's interesting. You just don't see that as much. I'm a big Civil War buff myself. I go to all the battlefields and take a lot of my vacations to see battlefields and interest the history. So this is kind of cool from the history standpoint, and it's also going to be an interesting thing for us from the set standpoint. We're going to break some of these up. We're going to sell some as raw sets, and then our big news is we're going to take the best of each card. Here's the Cannon Roars. Boy, that's graphic. Look at that. And that was just a little too racy for 1962, I guess. So it's kind of fun to look at this stuff. It's actually a step back in time, go back a half a century, and just kind of see the way we view things. Now, there's Bull Run, Manassas. That's cool. But I was saying, we're going to take the best of each card. We're going to send it off to our buddies at PSA and try to get top grades. I'm going for PSA 8. I'm hoping we can get that. And we're going to put it up on the set registry and kind of sell it that way. I think it'll be fun. We'll give you an update on it and let you know how the whole thing turns out. But it'll be interesting to us. And just depending on how these cards grade, we may get some more of them graded. But you know, we sell quite a few of non-sports cards, and they're really popular. These two cards are very popular within the set. Here's General Grant and General Lee. Two very interesting men. Good old Grant could do one thing well, and that was fight battles. Wasn't very successful at anything else. Bullets of Death. So this is cool. And kind of give you a feel for this. All these cards will be online. We should have multiples of every card, okay? And multiple conditions. We'll have some graded cards. You know, in the past, these things, we could never keep them in stock. So hopefully we can keep these in stock for a little bit. But these sell as fast as we get them in. This is cool. See the shadow in the background here of the guy? So, I don't even know what that card's about. Horse Thieves. So here we are. Oh, one more thing to let you look at is the money. The insert to this set was actually money. We had Confederate money and Union money. So that was kind of cool, and you have it on both sides. Well, that's it for the 62 Topps Civil War news. Hope you enjoyed that. We're looking forward to getting the cards back from PSA, and we'll give you an update on this and let you know how the registry set turns out. Thanks a lot. Have a great day.